All right, hi everybody. I am in Mesa, Arizona, and I talked to a lot of Trump people about climate change tonight. I drove here all the way from California. There's the flag where the president spoke. There's my impeach the president sign. I had a lot of very heated debates with people from the Republican Party, but when I talked about climate change, they listened. When I talked about carbon emissions in our atmosphere, when I talked about the warming of our oceans and the coral reefs being bleached, I mean, I laid climate science heavy on Republicans, and they stopped arguing with me, and they all were quiet and listened to what I had to say. As a liberal Democrat, we have a voice, and we have a responsibility to help the Republican Party look at carbon pollution in our atmosphere and see what it's doing for our planet. So all the way I drove all the way from California to be here, I'm super happy that I did, and I'm very, very, very surprised at how I was able to engage people with the Make America Great hats on. At first, people were like, "Go to Canada, go to Mexico, get out of our country, etc., etc." But I asked for their respect, and I asked for a few minutes for them to listen to what I had to say, and they listened, and they engaged in a really very important debate. Climate change is not a Chinese hoax. Climate change is made by carbon emissions from vehicles, from what we're doing to our planet. They listen that we have a very thin atmosphere, that the oceans are warming, that this is an existential threat to our civilization. I've asked all of them to go to their lawmakers here in Arizona and engage in the climate conversation, and I think they're going to do that because they listened. They did not yell at me for being a Democrat. They did not yell at me for being a liberal. They asked questions about solar energy, about wind energy, and I encourage all of them to do what they can to make sure that Arizona and the United States stops denying that climate change isn't created by carbon emissions in our atmosphere. Number one. Number two, I talked about gay rights. The president said that he would protect gay people, yet he said nothing about the Equality Act in Congress, which was written by Senator Merkley and David Cicilline. A gay rights bill, not mentioned by the president, but it was his campaign promise at the Republican convention. So this is Richard Noble reporting to you live from Mesa, Arizona, and I'm sure glad I came. Thank you.